Hey ladies, thank you so much for inquiring about the virtual gym that I do. Um, Sorry I look a little bit of a mess, but I just finished working out. I just put my hair down and I was like, all right, let me do this quick video because I had so many inquiries about what this virtual gym is all about. I'm going to show you exactly what I am talking about soon, but I want to tell you a little bit about myself. So I am Samantha and I am 41. I will be 42 years old this year. I live in northern New Jersey. And it is finally sunny here and not raining right now. It has been absolutely crazy, this weather. But I actually own a virtual gym. I partner with a company that sells programs to work out and sells a whey shake or a vegan shake. They have both. And me, I actually do personal coaching virtually. And I also meal plan and give you meal prep ideas and share recipes, like the whole 9 yards. I also do a lot of personal development, journaling, and Bible scripture reading, which we could get into in a minute. So I started this journey about 4 years ago when I was at my heaviest. I was almost 300 pounds, you guys. And somebody had taken a picture of me while I was at this bridal shower. And I hadn't taken pictures in a really long time, not even with my kids, because I was ashamed of the way I looked. So again, lowest point. And I said, okay, enough is enough. I need to do something about it. I've tried Weight Watchers. I've tried ISO protein. I've tried the gym. I've tried personal trainers 3 days a week. I have done it all. What I needed was a lifestyle change, a permanent change. And I didn't know where to start. I didn't know who to go to for this. All I knew was like my insurance covered a nutritionist. I went to see a nutritionist, but that wasn't what I needed also. It wasn't for me. And so Good Morning America was on one morning and I was cleaning the house and they had talked about this 21-day fix program that was huge. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was losing weight, yada, yada. I ignored it. I ignored it because, again, I had spent so much money in all these other programs that I was done. I was really, really done with spending any more money. All I knew is I needed to take a grip of myself because I was binge eating. I was having cravings in the afternoon. Stress would come along. I would eat. Like it was a mess, a complete mess. And most importantly, when I went to get my physical done, my cholesterol was really up. They wanted to put me on medication. My blood pressure was starting to creep up. Not yet in the case of putting me on medication, but it was borderline. My joints were hurting. I had 3 years where I had gone through plantar fasciitis. And if you've never had plantar fasciitis, oh my gosh, you are lucky. Plantar fasciitis is so painful in the feet. I look it up. It's just completely painful. I had to get 3 injections on each foot, and it was because of my weight. So I knew that I had to do something, but I knew that I also wasn't going to get into something else that I didn't know about or that somebody didn't know how to explain to me. So long story short, I researched it. I had someone who gave me a sample of the shake that they use, and I was sold. I was sold because here's the thing. I'm not a shake girl. My body is not shaped to be a shake girl. I am not drinking 2 shakes a day. And I was doing that with Slim Fast. I was doing that with Ideal Protein. And I don't like the graininess of it. I don't like the taste of the medicine in it, like that chalky taste. I can't deal with that. I needed to have a good tasting shake. I knew one thing, that if it didn't taste good, I wasn't going to stick with it. If I had to eat the same things every day, I wasn't going to stick with it. It needed to be fun for me. It needed to be just life-changing, right? So the person that sold me that sample of the shake told me, oh my gosh, this has totally changed my life. But I just had extra shakes, so I just wanted to sell it to you. Okay, great, but tell me more about what you're doing and what this is really all about. And she told me, and I signed up. Ladies, within 2 weeks, and I'm not even kidding, 2 weeks, I already felt the difference, had a difference in my body. I had taken the shake. This first thing I did was try the shake. And I did it for 2 weeks. And my coach at the time had told me, if you take the shake wherever you have your craving, my craving were between like 2, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So I was binge eating, like in the refrigerator, or while I was cooking, I was eating. And she said, you can't do that. You need to replace that binge eating time, which was nachos and cheese. Tell me why my cholesterol wasn't up, right? The afternoon that you had the most craving, and replace it with that shake. And I did. Within 2 weeks, cravings gone, completely gone. Then I had to deal with my breakfast. That was my goal after the 2 weeks. Is like, okay, I fixed the afternoon, or I still think fix the afternoon. I need to fix my breakfast, because I was leaving my house and going on drive-through to Dunkin' Donuts or to the bagel store and getting bagels. And I know that that is making me gain weight. And I didn't want to spend, what was I spending? I think $6, $8 every morning times 30. Do the math, you guys. So I knew I needed to stop that. So I took the shake and I started to have it in the morning. It was fantastic, because I had my shake in the morning on the go, especially the days that I was late. Oh my gosh, this was saved me. I would have it in the morning, and then I would have my lunch. I didn't have the craving in the afternoon. I would just have a fruit, and then I would have my dinner. They weren't healthy so just to tell you, they were not healthy lunches or dinners, because I hadn't learned that part yet. And I had already lost like 10 pounds that first month just by those changes. I wasn't having nachos with cheese in the afternoon anymore. I replaced it with the fruit, and I just replaced my Dunkin' Donuts and bagels with a shake in the morning for breakfast. First, not only did I cut that afternoon craving, I stopped going to the drive-thru. I started saving money, which my husband was super happy about. I was completely changing. My whole body was like freaking out, because I was actually feeding it good stuff, right? And it was freaking out. I hadn't worked out yet though, and I had lost 10 pounds. So I was all in. And the first month, I didn't join my coach's group. I didn't do any of that. This was just me trying to replace and trying to figure this out little by little. But then I said, okay, I want in the group now. Now I really want to join it. What is that all about? And she said, okay, we work out. That's what we do. We work out from home, and we encourage each other by posting like, a sweaty selfie or a picture of your food that you're having, a picture of your shake that you're having, whatever it is that will encourage the other person or yourself a day. And every time you post a picture of yourself in the selfie or your shake, that kind of holds you accountable for what you're doing, right? And encourages other women to do the same thing and to keep going at it. And that's the part that was like, I'm not taking pictures of myself, and I'm not posting it in this group with strange women. Even though the group is completely private, no one could get to it. I was still having a hard time with that. But after a month of seeing what the shake did for me, I was so confident. I was selfie this, selfie that, taking pictures of my food, taking pictures of my water. Like I have to drink like half body weight in water at the time. And so I started posting, and all these women I noticed were in the same boat as I was. And so I had met women, and we've become friends out of this virtual group, which is amazing. So fast forward to where I am now. I learned several things. I learned that there's still things that women need that I could provide. And that is possibly a morning routine that I do to help them get through the day, to get them through the kids crying all day or whining all day, or, just getting things done. It's worked for me, and I'd love to share it. So what I did was I partnered with Beachbody. That's what I did. I partnered with Beachbody, and let me show you what this looks like. Okay. These are the programs that come with the virtual gym group. These are all the programs that you get. Okay. So you will get that 21-day fix. You will get Transform 20. Lift 4, 80 Days Obsession, 21 Day Fix, which is exactly where I started. This was a great program for me and my daughter at the time. We did together because she's an athlete. She's a softball player. So she did this with me and got really fast at the field. You know, PiYo, there's T25, there's yoga. Here is the kickboxing martial arts program. You guys, this is a fun program. This is a dancing, country singing program. This is another one as well. There are so many programs here to choose from. So many. And here's one with kids, which is my favorite. My biggest thing is I do have an athlete. And I want for mamas to learn how to care for themselves through working out, through eating healthy, by cooking their own food at home, and having them kids watch them, and the kids wanting to get in on it as well. There is such a big population of kids with obesity right now in schools that bullying has gotten worse with it. I just want to kind of nip it in the bud. And I'll tell you that when I joined this, my daughter was 12 years old. She is almost 17 years old. And she's doing a better job at it than I am, because she went from being a 12-year-old that didn't know how to cook to being a 16-and-a-half-year-old that completely went vegetarian on me and knows how to like cook a full meal and prep and everything within an hour. And yes, she's young, but she learned that from me since she was 12 years old. She saw the dedication that I had every single day of getting up and working out and meal planning every single week and doing a grocery list and meal prepping on Sundays. And it's just been a routine every single day for all these years that she does it now. And I'm going to say this. We went through 2 years ago where she started to, out of the woodwork, started to get migraines and started to get asthma attacks. And we're like, okay, what is going on? And we, you know, with my meal planning expertise and my meal prepping expertise, I said, you know what, you need to go gluten and dairy free for a month to see where this is happening, because something is triggering it. And we knew that there were certain foods that she was eating that she would all of a sudden have migraines, or that all of a sudden she would have, you know, an asthma attack. You know, she was drinking enough water, but I think it was when she was drinking it. And, you know, she's an athlete. So I'm balancing out when she needed that proper nutrition as well. So guys, I have a nutrition certification. That's as deep as I've gone into it. I never thought I would do that. But I'm proud to say that she went from a really bad summer of migraines and asthma to taking full control of those meals. And trust me, we went to an allergist, we got her tested for gluten and dairy, and came back negative. So blood work is showing that she is not allergic to anything at all, but yet she has a sensitivity, because when I'm feeding her gluten or I'm feeding her dairy, it affects her. So please don't always go by the blood work. Please listen to your body. And when we made that change in 30 days, she was on 7 different medications for her migraines. It ended up being she needed a shot for her migraines when they would come through. And we needed to control that, because she was starting to feel just awful that she was at such a young age with all these medications and that her friends didn't have any medications. So I knew I needed to get a grip, and a grip fast. So when I changed all her meals and we really sat down and boggled down on her food and when to eat and her working out and her practice and her games and everything else, guys, she is down to 1 medication a day. And it's only because she needs to sleep at night. She's not sleeping very, very well because her mind, like her dad's mind, is always going. So it has nothing to do with the migraines. It has nothing to do with her asthma or anything. It's because her mind doesn't shut down at night. She starts thinking about the day, just like us moms, right? She starts thinking about the day and what could I have done better, right? It's a form of anxiety. So She does take her 1 pill at night. She sleeps through the night. I have taken like every other night to not give her the medication, and she's been doing great. Eventually, I want her off the med so that she could find her own way of, which she does, meditate. She does essential oils to go to sleep, and it's been fantastic. So it's just finding ways that helps your kid as well. So what I do is I do a private group. So I'm going to show it to you here. This is a group that I just started yesterday. People are already posting. And this group officially doesn't start until Monday. But I do a week of prepping on here to prepare the person for, sorry, I don't know why that's there. So I prepare the person for the next program. So this week we're in prep week, and we're still working out, and we're still meal planning, and we're still meal prepping. But we're also prepping for the next program. Now, the next program is something that I did a hybrid calendar. It's none of the programs that are there that are listed. This is a hybrid calendar that I created. I could show you guys. All right. It's absolute toning. It's 6 weeks of this, and I created it myself. And what it is, it's taking a little bit of those snips of programs that you just saw and doing a whole new workout. A whole new workout. So this is something that, although I'm using Beachbody programs to do the workout snippets, this was created, and I'm sharing it with the team this week. This is what we're starting on Monday. I want to see if I can show you the calendar that was made for this. Here it is. So every day it'll tell you where to go for the workout, what video to do, and what we're doing for the next day. So it's 6 days of, well, it is 6 weeks of working out. But we work out 6 days a week. Sunday, we feel that is day with our family and day to prep and to prepare ourselves for the week, so we don't do anything on Sundays. But we're in this group of women, and we all support each other. And, you know, you have the gym right from home. And I know that when it's snowing here, it's raining here, I'm not going to the gym. I'm not going to the gym. I'm also not putting my baby into a daycare gym to get germs. I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm just not going to do it. So I partnered with Beachbody because obviously they have the workout programs and they have the shake that I truly, truly love. But there's so much more to that. There is a community that we have. You know, I run the group. I share morning routines. So my morning routine is, and again, this is something that I could share with you guys. Let me share this. This is another group that my coach opened up, but, you know, has nothing to do with fitness or health. This is something that I wanted to do for a really long time, is scripture read. And it was laid out by this lady who has this, it's called She Works His Way Bible. It's an app. And there's this plan for the whole year. So this is where you could go. And she has this plan for the whole year where you read a scripture every day. So at least 5 days a week. And so that's what I do. That's the first thing I do in the morning is read my scripture. Takes me about 5 minutes. And then I guys, Rachel Hollis. Let's talk about Rachel Hollis. She's the best. She's the best. And actually, I'm looking at the time, and in an hour, I have coaching training and life training with her. I pay for that because she's amazing. And she's helped me through this business as well. And, you know, I still, of course, am working through my life changes. You know, like I'm still doing, you know, eating healthy and working out and stuff, but there's still so many changes that I want. And a dream that I want that I'm working towards, that's what she's helping me out with. But I use her journal. Every day I use her journal. I write down what I'm grateful for, the 10 things that I want my dreams to happen, and the one thing that I'm working towards. So this is what I do. So I read the scripture, I journal, I spend good time with this. And then starting Monday in the virtual group that we're doing, this week, 6 weeks of absolute toning, I'm adding this book to it. So Made for This. It's 40 days of living your purpose. And I know a lot of people who have a hard time knowing why they're here. What do I need to do? And that's a good book that I wanted to incorporate into that group this month. And, you know, I do a lot of personal development. So I would definitely encourage my challengers to read personal development. I don't have the time to read, so I'll be honest, I listen to it. So I do it on audiobooks in the car. I do drive a lot. So that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. But the most thing that I'm proud of in this business that I do is that I work with women one-on-one. So once you've purchased the program with me, it's a one-time fee. There's no monthly fees. There's no nothing. You buy it once and that is it. And then you have me as a personal coach for a year for free. So every week we talk for about 30 minutes. We would go over, like, we build your meal plan if you want to, or we could do whatever we want in those 30 minutes. It's your time. You want to discuss recipes that you could do, whatever it is, because I share recipes within the group. I share everything in the group, but having one-on-one time with me means, you know, we do a meal plan. I give you meal prep ideas. If you're traveling, which I'm a big traveler, you guys, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, my daughter's a softball player and she is showcasing this year. These are the amount of flights that I'm taking this year. And only from starting this Friday to the second week of August, I will be flying that much. So I also give tips on how to travel. And the beauty of it, you guys, this is the beauty of it. The virtual group is on an app. So here's the app. And look, there's already people posting. There's sweaty selfies. And let's see. Yep, there's the shakes. So there's, you know, people already posting, but it's in an app. So I could take this anywhere. So when I'm traveling starting this Friday, I use my laptop because I do take my laptop with me, but I will take my phone and I could also work out from my phone because there's an app for that. So I could work out straight from my phone. There's also the app for the group, which right in here, I could work from here. So there's no excuses. And how much time do you need for this? You need 30 minutes. You need 30 minutes a day. And if you want to do the morning routine, as I found that when I started a morning routine of getting up 1 hour before anybody else, because my daughter has to be out of here by 6:45 in the morning. So I I honestly wake up at 6 o'clock. And I literally rolled out of bed and I read the scripture first. It takes me about 5 minutes. And then I do my journaling, which takes me another 5 minutes. And then I start working out. That only takes me 30 minutes. By then, she's waking up and she's starting to, you know, go downstairs. And I go downstairs and I pack everything that we have prepped on Sunday in a bag, and she's off to school. And then I take a shower and I move on with my day with, like, you know, doing stuff like this, preparing stuff for my girls and making sure that I have, like, the best virtual fitness group that there is out there. My number one mission in this group, in this business, is to provide the ultimate customer service. Now, we don't know if you see my pictures behind, but one of them is Disney. I'm a big Disney fan. I love Disney. I love the meaning behind Disney. The best thing about Disney is that they have the best customer service. I don't know of a lot of companies that have great customer service, but they're number one. They're number one, and I want to be number one in customer service when it comes to health and fitness and helping mamas out. So that's why I provide so much in my group and so much to these ladies besides working out and having a shake. There is meal planning that I do one-on-one. There is meal prepping videos that I do that are quick and easy for everybody to meal prep in an hour for their whole family for a week. And journaling and just, the special workout programs for mamas to work out. And I don't want you to feel guilty thinking that, oh, I'm going to take an hour in the morning for me instead of with my kids. You need the hours. You need that 1 hour to spend it for yourself in order to give great stuff out to your family. I remember just having a normal routine of getting up and making breakfast and sending out the family to school or to work. And then I would have to get ready and go out. And I was just miserable. And then dealing with the kids with arguing in their tests and their homework. And I just wasn't good. It wasn't a great morning. And so having the 1 hour for myself in the morning is fantastic. And it's just 1 hour. It's just 1 hour. And you know what? If your family wants to sleep in on Saturday and Sunday, let them sleep in. You could sleep in, right? An extra hour. But try to get up before you think that they're going to be up to do your workout in. If the first thing you want to do is your workout, you do your workout in. Get it done, and then you start your morning routine. Because I'm going to tell you it's going to change you. Because doing this morning routine has allowed me to have so much energy for the day. The outlook of the day is just so much different when I do my morning routine. And so, again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me jabby all about this virtual gym. I only have, you guys, sadly, I only have 3 spots left for my Starting Mondays group. And the reason why I have limited spots is because, again, I take the time to work with everybody individually. And so I need to have that time to work with everybody. It's such a short notice. It's almost at the end of the month to work with everybody. So I'm going to take 3 people now from Starting Mondays group. And then I will reopen 10 more spots for June. That starts June 3rd is when it starts. So not too bad. You could still get on the list and everything else, but I'm only taking 3 for right now. So if you're interested, all you need to do is message me. I'm in, and I could send you a message. Just we could talk to see if you guys have any workout restrictions, like any injuries. I really, really want to know if there's any injuries and see really what program really works. And also if there's any dietary restrictions. I have certain women that do not do the workout program because they have injuries, like their foot is fractured right now. So we're solely focusing on nutrition, and there's a whole different other program for nutrition on this. So if you want in, let me know, and I'm more than happy to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, guys.